you have all of these motivational speakers and authors talking about poor mentality and rich mentality and all of that. But at the end of the day, some of that is not really when if someone has. Truth is, there's hardly anybody who doesn't want to get to succeed in life. They're very rare to find people who don't. So when you say the person has a good mentality, it might be simply down to education, down to exposure, down to knowledge. Even the person, generally, there are not many people around the world. The natural propensity of any human being is to get ahead in life, to succeed. But the question is, many people don't know how to go about succeeding. So is that, if you don't know how to go about succeeding, does that constitute a poverty mindset?
Now, when you say exposure and education, explain it down, break it down better.
Well, I mean, education broadens the mind. Education expands your horizon, your thinking faculty is sharpened. And exposure simply, is about you knowing the realm of possibilities of what's possible. That people, if you don't have the exposure, for instance, to know that, if you don't have the exposure to know, for instance, that you don't have to own a shop in Balogun market to be able to sell, clothing materials. If all that the totality of your exposure is I must have a shop, must own a shop there, that's what you'll be seeking. But if you have exposure to know that you can sell online, suddenly you can enter the market at a lower, the barrier of entry into the market for selling clothing materials becomes lowered for you, because you don't need a physical shop that the landlord will require you to pay 2 years of rent in advance.